There's been some talk about these tariff reimbursements. What exactly is going on there?
Well, what happens is now that the Supreme Court has ruled that a number of the tariffs are not legal in the way they were structured, then the people who paid the tariffs are entitled to a refund. And there's been some recent orders to expedite getting those refunds out. Now that's still a major process. There will have to be things developed. There may be some appeals of some of the rulings that have happened, but ultimately about $130 billion or so of these excess tariffs were paid, and the people who actually paid the tariffs as the goods came into the United States are entitled to refunds. And of course, despite all the things you hear to the contrary, it is Americans who end up paying these tariffs.
So how long could this refund process take? How realistic is it, you think, that these companies get these tariffs? And will it just be companies or will it be individuals as well?
Well, it would be very little for individuals because the person who's eligible or the entity that's eligible for the refund is the one that actually paid the tariff in the first place. So, if a manufacturer paid a tariff on something, made something with it, and sold it to you, it's the manufacturer that gets the rebate, even though you may have paid for it ultimately. And so, it's really not going to affect individuals all that much, except indirectly through putting more money into the economy. It's probably going to take quite a while. It's a cumbersome process at best. And again, I don't see there doesn't seem to be real appetite for aggressive enforcement, but I think these court orders will expedite it. There's already been over 1,000 lawsuits filed by companies wanting their refunds. At this point in time, you don't even have to file a lawsuit because the courts have said you're entitled to your refund without filing a lawsuit. So the major thing will be how rapidly that can happen, and what the process will look like. That will all fall to the Customs and Border enforcement groups, and they'll have to put some infrastructure in place to make that happen. So I don't think you're going to see it happen extremely rapidly, but certainly more so than you would have in the absence of these recent rulings.